You put together all the scriptures with their clear counsel. Be ye separate. Do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers. Do not be ye not the servants of men. Um, the warning against idolatry, which is hired servant wages. Uh, the counsel in Matthew 6:24 that you cannot serve two masters. You cannot serve God and money. Uh, then clearly you would have to believe that there would have to be a strategy or an escape route, because why would they be telling you this if there wasn't an out? And therefore, when he said you cannot serve God and mammon, that word cannot is a meaning impossible. So what you're doing is something impossible because your given name cannot be conveyed to the state or transferred according to the law. And in the same sense, but you're hosting their event by taking on the title by your consent, and a consent removes mistake. So you're doing something that really is impossible, but you're trying to make it possible, and it won't work out. And that's why we're most likely going to see, based on trust law, on involuntary trust, you're going to end up as this assumptive trustee vomiting up all the property to the state anyways under the global reset. So this is already planned and destined, and it's not only following legal procedures of law, which happens to those with legal title, having to cough up their estate in reality under the assumption that they are the trustees, which they're not. They're going to end up in a position that they're going to pray for death because of what's going to come upon them if they stay in there. So the key thing that's here under Matthew 6:24 is, if you cannot serve God and mammon, well then if you've done something to imply that you are doing that, well then you're going to need to withdraw your private consent with you and take out your private property from those government instruments and have it removed. So you have to think about this for a second. Your consent is based on your picture. That's in camera, which means private. So when they take a picture of you and then you're placing it on a legal document, that you've just given evidence of private consent. Your signature, you can only be the one to do that. That's also evidence of your consent. Your energy saying that I endorse this. I agree with it. So clearly the evidence is in front of us. I hope that I'm making this as clear as possible. It may sound scary for those who have put so much into Caesar's registry.